What is up, you guys? You're watching Sergio's Secrets. Before I get started with today's video, if you can please give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. I'm posting every single day due to the coronavirus, so if you have any video requests, leave them down below because I'll be more than happy to be filming those videos for you. And hopefully the lighting is not too bad in here. Let's see if I can adjust. I am at Dunkin' Donuts. This is like the third time in a row because I do not want to go out. Like, there's so many people out and about because I'm here next to Walmart as well, but I personally do not want to go out anywhere. I literally just went to my home. I literally went from home to here. I'm sitting in my car, and then to my car. I'm probably just gonna go back home. I just need to go out and drive and, you know, just sit, but I'm not out and about like shopping or dealing with crazies. Even though I do need an iPhone charger, I think I could wait. So today's video was a requested video. Like I said, I'm doing all requests, and if you guys have any video requests, definitely leave them down below or slide out my DMs. It's Sergio Secreto, so just go ahead and feel free to DM any video requests. So today was, what are my financial goals? So I have a few financial goals. I'm 19, but these are financial goals that I want to reach till 30. Now there's so many goals that I want to have. I'm still kind of picky, prioritizing which ones should I prioritize more than others, but these are going to be very concrete goals that I have for myself. I have some actual like goals that will really help me out through the rest of my life, and then I'll have two superficial goals that I have, and I acknowledge that they're superficial. So let's go ahead and get started. So my first goal to reach when I'm 30 is to be a homeowner. I always wanted to be a homeowner, so I think honestly to you guys, I think when I'm either 22 or 23, I honestly feel like when I'm even 21 or 22, I definitely see myself being a homeowner. I want to be a homeowner. I already know realistically what I could afford, realistically what are the expenses and everything. So for me, I do want to be a homeowner within the next 2 to 3 years, which is quite exciting. That is a goal that I always want to have. Almost completely finish paying off my mortgage. I think for me, acknowledging that I do want to be a homeowner at a young age is something really well. I live in the DFW area, and for me, I see myself purchasing a home in Frisco or in Plano or in certain neighborhoods in Fort Worth. But I do see myself living in the DFW area just because it is a great hub. The international airport truly well. I can fly to LA, I can fly to New York, I can fly anywhere in the world, and it's a pretty good distance to anywhere. So for me, I feel like living in Dallas Fort Worth is a really great choice for me, and I acknowledge that, and I'm so blessed for whatever reason that I was just happened to be born in Dallas Fort Worth. I see myself living here. I'm not sure if I want a townhouse or if I want a home, but for sure I want to pay towards something that is going to be mine at the end of the day. And for me, just acknowledging that is a really big factor, and I'm very happy because my mom works in the financial industry, and so she knows like a lot of tips and tricks, and that's why I show you guys a lot of tips and tricks, because I actually learned it a lot from her. And so she's going to be helping me get a mortgage. She's going to be helping me getting my house, and obviously my mom and my dad are going to be helping me throughout the way as far as picking a home. Obviously I don't want them to financially support me through making my payments and stuff, but I do want me to help them guide me throughout what is good and what is wrong. So I'm so happy that a goal that I have before even like 22, 23, or maybe even earlier is to be a homeowner. 30 is to definitely have a really great sum up of my mortgage getting paid off, or to have it completely paid off by the age of 30. Now, the price of a home that I'm seeing myself afford that's very comfortable is going to be anywhere from $200,000 to $400,000, but definitely more in the $300,000 to $350,000 range is what I see so far. It could definitely change. I could definitely be getting a lower home, a higher home, but in the $300,000 range and the $250,000 range is somewhere where I see myself being very, very comfortable living in a home. The first goal that I have. The second one is to continue to be debt free at all costs. Right now, I do not have no debt, even though I do have a lot of credit card, you guys. For me, it's just, I'm such a credit card person. Like, I just love having so many cards. Even though I have so many cards, none of these are maxed out. None of these don't even have balances. Like I said, I think I told you guys that I've never even used this credit card. I never even used my Target Red card so far. So I continue to be debt free, and if I have a big payment, let's say if I'm going to school and my school is $15,000, I will make sure that I can afford to pay that and not get myself in any situation or get into anything superficial, like getting myself into debt to buy a handbag, getting myself into debt by buying a car to stunt or to think that I'm better than other people, or buying, like, you know what I mean, like buying not even buying like a BMW or Mercedes, or even buying like a Toyota that I can't afford or that I don't want to buy for myself. So just continue to be debt free is definitely the agenda nowadays. I think being debt free is great. I think being debt free is attractive. So for me, that is something that I continue to be, and I never want to be in a situation where I am in debt, because that just really puts life on a hold. And so that's not a situation that I ever want to see myself get into it. And especially right now, like, there's a lot of people are not working. Like, I'm not working, I'm still getting paid for my time that I would usually be at. So that is really great. And I also have other streams of income. So I have like this YouTube channel, and I have like 2 other things. So for me, like, the money's always gonna come in. So for me, being debt free at all costs is something that I really matter, and I continue to, you know, still be debt free. Something that I always continue to be. The third one is back to credit cards, is to continue building my credit score. Like I said, the reason why I have so many credit cards is because the lenders see that I pay off everything. I can have credit cards with limits of $10,000 or more or less, or whatever the case is, and they can trust me, and then they can see that, you know, I'm somebody that's reliable with that stuff. You know what I mean? So for me, like I said, continue to be debt free and continue to build my credit score are 2 major things that I will factor in, especially if I want to purchase a home. They're going to look at my credit history. They're going to see if I'm in debt. They want to see my income, my debt to income ratio. They want to look at all that. So continue for that to be open and to free. It's going to give me a really great APR. It's going to give me a really great, you know, monthly payment for my mortgage. So, you know, like, all these little things factor in if you want a certain thing. Even if you want a car, your credit score and all this stuff is going to factor in how much you're going to be paying. Since I do want to be a homeowner, I'm using these things as being debt free, having a really nice credit score, continue to build it, are things that are going to help me take me to the next level as being a homeowner, and not struggling and not being in debt, and just living my best financial free life. Now, the next one is making sure my future is secure. So technically, like a retirement fund. Now, I've been taking a little bit of precautions, and I've been reading stuff, and I've been seeing what my parents' options are for what they're doing towards retirement, what some of my family members, what are some of my older people that I look up to in my life, like my grandparents. I'm looking at my aunts, my uncles, like family, friends. Like, I'm asking them, I'm asking questions. I'm saying, what are you doing? Did you do a Roth IRA? Are your money's a 401k? Like, what do you think is really great for investment? Because something that I always want to be is, I always want to be financially savvy. I always want to be financial free. I never want to be in debt. And I also want to make sure that my future is secure. That's why I want to purchase a home at such a young age, so I can get it over with. I can say, I have a home, I have somewhere to go to. I don't have to pay mortgage. I don't have to pay anything, just my bills and my property tax. And that is it. And I can call that place my own. You know what I mean? So that's why that's something that I'm definitely prioritizing at a young age. So it's not something that I have to stress about, or right when I'm gonna die, when I'm like 75, 80, or 85, or 90, is like when I'm barely paying off and I'm still in debt. That's not something that I want to do for myself. So making sure that my retirement funds, and making sure that I'm gonna be financially stable and financially free when I'm not working, when I'm retired, is something that I'm definitely prioritizing. I definitely love to be out and about. Right now, I like to do this and that. It could change. Maybe at 65, I want to retire. Maybe at 65, I don't want to retire, but it's nice to have all that stuff because you're financially secured. If I need to be if I need to be in a nursing home, at least I have the money for that. Or if I need an emergency fund for a surgery, I have the funds for that. So I just want to make sure that my future, and especially my retirement towards the end, is something that is going to be secured. Because honestly, like, when people wait till they're 30 or 35 or 40, because a lot of people do this, I don't want to be in a situation like that, or even 25. I do not want to be in a situation where I miss golden years of me retiring, saving for my retirement. I just don't want to do that to myself. That's something that I'm prioritizing. The next thing is to have multiple streams of income and continue to have them stable. Well, obviously not everything is going to be stable, but to at least have 4 to 5 streams of income. So right now I have my 9 to 5, I have this YouTube channel, and then I have 2 other streams of income that aren't necessarily a lot, but it is definitely something that it is, you know, I'm glad that I have. So I'm having 4 streams of income. So for me, and I want to continue to either change them, to either build them, to do different things, to change them here and there, but definitely to have multiple streams of income and to have them really consistently throughout my 20s, so my 30s can be really great, and I can just keep on building a really thick foundation that I build in my 20s. The last thing that is not superficial is going to be taking my health very seriously. So I think I mentioned this before, where I did not like to go to the dentist, and now I have a lot of issues that now I'm paying the consequences for, and I'm seeing myself as an example that, you know, now I have to get more cavities, now I have to get my teeth more clean more often, and same for my body, you know what I mean? Eating well. I know I'm drinking coffee and it may not be the best. I really need it in a time like this because everyone's kind of under stress, but you know, eating great, not eating as much fast food, taking your health very seriously is something that I want to take so I don't have any health issues going into my 30s, 40s, and 50s and 60s, and that I let that all build up, and at the end of the day, I have nobody but to blame for myself. So just taking my health very, very seriously. I sound a little bit weird, but also like my sexual health, like everything. I'm taking my oral health, I'm taking, you know, just everything as far as my health very, very seriously, and I do not play no games, because at the end of the day, are you gonna be there in my deathbed? Are you gonna be there when I get diagnosed with something? I hope it never happens, but you never know. So I just always want to make sure that my health is very taken seriously. And I know a lot of people like to joke around and think that health is fun and games. It is not. I take it very, very, very seriously, because at the end of the day, you yourself is the only person that really got you in this lifetime. And when you go, life continues for everyone else. But go ahead and go through the list again of goals that I want to reach when I start my 20s, and to definitely have in my 30s, and to build on. So even though I'm 19, these are goals that I'm working on right now so I can get an early start into my 20s. So the first one is to definitely be a homeowner, and I've been recently into more reading and writing out things, like writing my thoughts, writing this. That's something that I used to never do, but now I've been really into it. So definitely being a homeowner is something that is a goal of mine in my 20s. Continue to be debt free at all costs. At all costs is something that really, 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 really matters to me. Third one is to make sure my credit score is great, that it's nice, that it's healthy, that it's attractive. So if I do want to be a homeowner, if for whatever reason, even though I never see myself doing this, is having a car note. I never see myself having a car note. I like to pay my cars in cash and be over with and not have to stress about it or worry about it. But if I were to do, it will be the lowest payment as possible. Making sure that my future is stable for my retirement and for my 30s and 40s and 50s, to make sure that all that is stable, that I made sure when I was young that I made that a priority, so I can think myself later in the future saying, you know what, Sergio, tú hiciste todo lo que podías hacer, y ahora, while other people are maybe struggling, you got yourself set because you took this all seriously. The next one is to have multiple streams of income. That is something that I'm currently working on, and it's something that I already have, but I want to make sure that in my 20s that they are nice and stable, even though not everything could be stable. And the last one is going to be taking my health very, very seriously, because you only have one life, and honestly, you yourself are responsible for your health. So those are gonna be the financial goals that I definitely want to be reaching for myself when I start my 20s. And hopefully you guys, if you're under the age, or if you're maybe in your 30 or 40, it's never too late for anything, but just acknowledging that all these things are important is something that is really great. And I'm glad that, you know, my mom works in the financial industry, that I have friends that are interested in this stuff, that I was taught a lot of this stuff at a young age, because this is preparing me for the real world, like right now, versus, you know, being in high school and thinking about football games and thinking about baseball games and all that stuff. I never really was into that. I was always into money. I was always into financial stuff. I was always into clothing and stuff like that. So I make sure that, you know, I've learned all of this at a young age. Mostly going to be talking about 2 superficial goals. Now, these are superficial. I understand and I acknowledge them, but I do want to set them out because they're probably going to be things that I want to purchase in my 20s. So the first one is to have the American Express Platinum charge card. I do want to have this card. I think I could get it if I wanted to right now, but I don't feel like I'm in a position where I would completely use all the benefits, and it is also $550 per year. So I don't know if I can justify that. I'm already paying $250 for the American Express Gold card, so that's about like $700 in annual fees, plus my Citi card, plus my Chase card. So that would be like $900 $500 worth of fees in a year. So I don't see myself doing that, but definitely I see myself having the American Express Platinum card. That is a superficial goal that I do want to have, or the charge card. The next one I have is going to have an Hermes Birkin. Now this is something that I also wanted for a while. If I wanted to, it would be quite a bit of stretch, but I could probably get one on Fashion File, but it would be a little bit of a stretch. But for me, I just rather wait, appreciate them now, and you know, just kind of wait for them. And you know, when I hit a certain goal, I think that would be a really great time to purchase an Hermes Birkin. I see myself maybe having a 25 or a 30, and either like a basic black color, a basic gray color, or a tan color. But for me, having a Hermes Birkin is something that I've always kind of wanted to have. So kind of having the trend, the holy grail of handbags, is a goal that I also see myself having. And the last superficial goal that I have is to have a Rolex timepiece. Now, like again, this one is not necessarily more of a priority. I definitely prioritize a lot more different things than a Rolex watch, just because this is such a pricey item. But I do want to have one probably in the silver. I don't know a lot about watches. The only watches that I really use right now are my Michelle watches, and I really like them. If you want to see where to get Michelle watches on sale, or the secret to, definitely let me know down below, because I can definitely film some videos on that. But definitely Rolex watch timepiece is something that I want to have. It's something that I like, kind of like the Hermes Birkin. I'll get it when I reach a certain goal in life. It's not something that, you know, if I do kind of want it, like I said, it'll be a little bit of a stretch, a little bit not makes a lot of financial sense. But if I do want it, I could go and get it. But the thing is, I don't want to do that to myself, and I rather appreciate it at a distance. And then when I reach a goal, or when I reach a certain age, or you know, just thinking about it and just kind of appreciating it from a distance will make me appreciate it a lot more when I get it. So for me, that is another kind of superficial item that I kind of see myself having. And yeah, guys, those are going to be my financial goals to reach in my 20s / 3 superficial items. I know it's not the best thing to be saying, but hey, at least that's what I like, and at least I can acknowledge that it is a superficial item. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Hope you guys are doing all right. Today is my day 2 of being quarantined. Is it? Actually, I think it's my day 3 of being quarantined, because today's Wednesday and I started on Monday. So yeah, today's my day 3 of being quarantined. Hope you guys are doing all right. Hope you're doing okay. Like I said, I'm filming a video every single day, so make sure to comment any video requests, because I'll be happy to be filming them. If you don't feel comfortable, definitely DM me on Instagram, search your secrets, and I'll be glad to be filming your videos. I've been filming a lot of videos, so I have to catch up on editing, but who knows, would you guys be interested in 2 videos in a day? Or maybe like 2 videos like on the weekends? We shall see, guys. But yeah, thank you so much, Pamina mis videos. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Please stay safe out there, and hopefully this whole pandemic will be you know, laughing about this like a year from now, saying remember how we all got, remember when all this happened. And I think this is gonna grow us closer as us human beings, and they were all alike, and nothing sets us apart. At the end of the day, we all have, you know, blood, we all have skin, we are all humans at the end of the day. And yeah, guys, and the bag that I'm using today is my Louis Vuitton Pochette accessory and the khaki strap. And I'm wearing a Uniqlo top, Madewell denim jacket. I'm wearing some AG pants and my Veja sneakers. And yeah, that's my little outfit of the day. Thank you so much por mirar mis videos, y los miro hasta la próxima. Thank you so much, and make sure to comment any video requests down below. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns about anything, also leave them down below or DM me on Instagram. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Adios.